Hey there, it's Kelly Donahue Piro, your favorite industry best friend. Well, I'm here to let you know that you've done something great for your agency by joining and listening in on our podcast or watching our YouTube channel. I just want to remind everybody that we're here to help. So if you need anything, drop a comment, go to our website, hang out with our chat, or just contact us. There's a problem in your agency, I got solutions, right? I like to think of it, you got a problem, I'll solve it. But let's get into the content today so that you can improve your awareness and knowledge of solutions that exist to the agency's core challenges.
High-performing agencies don't wing it. They clearly define what good looks like, how work gets done, and what is not acceptable, from renewals to endorsements to claims handling to new business and even how the phone is answered. Hello friends, Stephen Harrington, Dakota the Diva of Insurance here today, spending time with you to talk about insurance agency growth and the 3 to 5 year roadmap. We can't prepare for what we don't plan, right? So let me ask you something. If nothing changed in your agency over the next 3 years, would you be happy with where you ended up? Because most agencies don't have an actual growth problem, they have a planning problem. They're busy, they're working hard, but they're making decisions week to week instead of building something long term. What happens is you wake up 3 years later with the same team challenges, the same process issues, and growth that feels inconsistent at best. So today, I want to walk you through some things that I'll highlight high-performing agencies and ways that they do things a little bit different. They build a 3 to 5 year roadmap. It's not a wish list and it's not a goal sheet. It's a real operational roadmap that actually drives insurance agency growth. So why do most agencies plateau? There's a pattern I see over and over again because agencies tend to focus on sales, service, and putting out fires, but they don't connect any of it to a long-term plan. So growth becomes reactive. A good month feels like momentum and a bad month feels like a panic. But there's no real direction to any of it. And without direction, even good teams tend to stall. The agencies that break through don't just work harder, they step back and they ask, what are we actually doing and where are we actually going? Not this quarter, not this year, but 3 to 5 years from now. So we need to start with a long-term vision. And this is where a lot of people rush or skip the process entirely. But the best agencies take time to define who do we want to serve, meaning what is our ideal client? What do we want our book of business to look like? Do we want to be everything to everybody or should we have a specialty? What kind of team are we building and do they believe in the culture that we believe in? And what does success actually mean? Because if you don't define that, you end up building an agency by accident, not by design. And here's the key. Your 3 to 5 year roadmap should connect you to a bigger 10-year vision. That should become your North Star. Then you reverse engineer it into something actionable. When we build 5-year plans with agencies, they almost always come down to 5 core areas. The first one being growth drivers. Growth isn't just new business. It's new business production, cross-selling and rounding accounts, retention through proactive renewal conversations, and being intentional about the clients that we write. If we're only focused on sales, we're leaving growth on the table. Second is teams and accountability. This is where agencies either scale or they stall. Every role should have a clear mission, defined outcomes, measurable KPIs, because clarity isn't just helpful, clarity is kind. And without it, you get overlap, confusion, and burnout. Number 3, standards and processes. High-performing agencies don't wing it. They clearly define what good looks like, how work gets done, and what is not acceptable, from renewals to endorsements to claims handling to new business, and even how the phone is answered. Because consistency is what creates efficiency, and efficiency is what creates scale. Next, number 4, we have communication and meeting rhythm. This is an area a lot of agencies underestimate. Alignment doesn't happen by accident. It happens through structure. We need regular leadership meetings. We need one-on-ones. We need team or department huddles. We need quarterly planning meetings. And if our team is only communicating when something is wrong, we're always going to be behind. And my favorite, metrics. The facts, not the feelings. This is the difference between guessing and leading. High-performance agencies know their retention numbers. Client retention, policy retention, premium retention. They know their growth rate. They know their backlog. They know the revenue per team member. And they know where they need to be going. More importantly, they use these numbers to make decisions. They're not opinions, not assumptions, just facts. So this is where most plans fall apart, because having a roadmap is one thing, running it is another. Execution looks like breaking your 3 to 5 year goals into annual plans, assigning real ownership over the goals and plans, and reviewing progress quarterly. We need to adjust based on what's actually happening, and it's not a set it and forget it exercise. It needs to be a living, breathing system. So what happens when you get things right? When agencies truly commit to getting things right, everything changes. Growth becomes predictable, retention improves, the team understands their roles, and most importantly, the owner gets out of survival mode. You stop reacting to the business and actually start leading it. If you take nothing else from this, here's what I want you to think about and take away. You cannot build a high-performing agency one day at a time. You need to build it by knowing where you're going and making daily decisions that support that direction. That's what a 3 to 5 year roadmap should give you. Clarity, focus, and a path. And if you don't have that, that's the work that we need to begin with. If you want help building that roadmap and identifying the gaps in your agency, that's exactly what we do through our agency assessment. Because growth shouldn't feel random, it should feel intentional. If you have additional questions or would love to connect, we're happy to talk to you. Give us a shout and find us at agencyperformancepartners.com.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that. It is so fun giving you guys tips and tricks every single, week out there. Remember, you can find us on social media for updates. You can like or comment on this podcast or video, and we're here for you. And check out our website. There's a ton of tools. We have over 1,000 blogs on our website. We have over 1,000 videos on YouTube. You can search and find answers to your top questions. But also, if you need a little bit more help, you want a best friend that's there cheerleading for you, giving you the guidance that you need, and being there on some of those tough days, let us know. We'd love to meet your agency and learn if we're a good fit. All right, signing off. Go sell insurance.